All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Anuja Kumar. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address valedictory session of BJP National Executive Meeting in New Delhi today. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu calls upon Indian diaspora in US not to forget their roots and contribute towards building a new and resurgent India. President Ram Nath Kovind's visit strengthens India's ties with Cyprus, Bulgaria and the Czech Republic, says External Affairs Ministry. Arif Alvi to take oath as 13th President of Pakistan today. In tennis, Naomi Osaka of Japan beat Serena Williams to lift women's singles title of US Open. Novak Djokovic to clash with Juan Martín del Potro in men's singles final. And in football, defending champions India take on Maldives in SAF Cup at Dhaka today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the valedictory session of BJP National Executive Meeting in New Delhi today. Mr. Modi and BJP President Amit Shah jointly inaugurated the two-day meet yesterday. The meeting is being attended by its national leadership, key leaders from all states and union territories, and office bearers. This is the first national executive meeting which is being held in absence of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Strategy for upcoming Assembly and Lok Sabha elections are expected to be discussed at the meet. National Executive will also discuss ways to ensure how the work done by the Narendra Modi government can be taken to the people in the most effective manner. BJP President Amit Shah yesterday described the grand alliance of opposition parties as an eyewash, illusion and based on falsehood and asked the party workers to expose it. Addressing the meeting, Mr. Shah said the parties which are in Grand Alliance have been defeated by BJP even after 2014, and such alliance will not make any difference. Briefing the media, Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said Mr. Shah asserted that the no-confidence motion brought by the opposition in Parliament was defeated with clear majority in the Lok Sabha.
We were confident. इसीलिए पार्लियामेंट में उसको बिना हेसिटेशन तुरंत एक्सेप्ट भी किए और जब जीते नो कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन को एकदम क्लियर मेजॉरिटी के साथ और जब हराने की कगार में ऑपोजिशन पार्टीज आए तब तक बोलते थे कि नो कॉन्फिडेंस का मोशन चलना चाहिए वो बोलने लगे इन डिनायल मूड वी हैव नेवर डिस्प्यूटेड दैट यू हैव द नंबर्स.
That was Nirmala Sitharaman briefing newsmen. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has called upon Indian diaspora in the US not to forget their spiritual and cultural roots and contribute towards building a new and resurgent India. He asked them to uphold India's core values and beliefs of sharing, caring and treating the entire world as one family, Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. Mr. Naidu was addressing the members of 14 Telugu associations in the US at Chicago last night. Vice President also appealed the Telugu Society in the US not to forget the mother tongue, native village, motherland, parents and the Guru who are responsible for their success. He said those who want to move ahead in life should never forget their past. He complimented the Telugu community for their contribution to the progress of America and observed that it was a matter of pride that many Telugus are occupying high positions in different fields. More from our correspondent.
Addressing the members of the 14 Telugu associations based in the USA, Vice President asked them to uphold India's core values and belief of sharing, caring and treating the entire world as one family, Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. Pointing out that India is the spiritual capital of the world, he said India was the oldest surviving civilization. He recalled the invaluable contribution made by Indians over the centuries in different fields, from invention of zero to yoga. Vice President delivered his entire speech in Telugu with constant clappings from the audience. Yogesh Pandya, AR News, Chicago, USA.
Vice President is scheduled to address the Second World Hindu Congress in Chicago today. Mr. Naidu will also meet and interact with delegates from various countries attending the conference. In Uttar Pradesh, the iconic Hazratganj Chauraha of Lucknow city will be renamed after former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee as Atal Chowk. State government has also announced to convert Vajpayee's ancestral house in Bateshwar, Agra, into a memorial and develop a tourist circuit there. More from our correspondent.
Most prominent and biggest intersection of Lucknow, also referred as Heart of the City, Hazratganj Chauraha, will be named after Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the beloved leader who for decades and decades ruled the heart of people here. City Mayor Sanyukta Bhatia said that a memorial named Atal Smriti Upwan will also be developed in city, where a statue of Atalji will be placed along with his 51 poems, speeches and other memorabilia. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath immersed the ashes of former Prime Minister in the Yamuna River in his native village Bateshwar, Agra yesterday. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, affordable housing will be provided to the urban poor with a target of building 20 million houses by 31st March 2022. We have a ground report from our Chennai correspondent on the implementation of this scheme in Tamil Nadu.
Prime Minister has implemented the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana for the benefit of the downtrodden and the economically backward sections of the society in a massive way. People who have been benefited under the scheme have expressed satisfaction and happiness as they own a house. In Dharmaburi district, Nallampalli, the housing scheme has been a success. Santi, a beneficiary, explains how the scheme has made her happy and proud.
As our family is poor, we don't own a house. We were living in a rented accommodation, but this scheme has given us an opportunity to own a house. Now we are a happy family. We are grateful to the government for giving us a shelter.
The mission, which seeks to address the housing requirement of urban poor, including slum dwellers, has become a success. The scheme will be implemented till 2022 and will provide central assistance to urban local bodies and other implementing agencies through state governments. Joy, AIR News, Chennai.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. President Ramnath Kovind's visit to 3 Central European countries has further strengthened India's long historical and political ties with Cyprus, Bulgaria and the Czech Republic. Briefing media about President's visit, Secretary West in MEA, Ruchi Ghanshyam, said several MOUs in the fields of energy, environment, tourism, trade and investment, financial services and defense production were signed during the visit. A total of 12 MOUs and agreements were signed during the 3-nation visit of the President, covering political, people-to-people relations, financial services, related aspects of the relations with these countries. During the visit, President Kovind made a strong pitch for Indo-Czech cooperation in the fields of high technology and defense sector. President Kovind also addressed students at the Charles University yesterday, where he said that Indology has brought the two countries together. He expressed happiness at yoga and Ayurveda receiving overwhelming support and interest in the Czech Republic. Before leaving for Delhi this afternoon, Mr. Kovind will pay floral tribute to Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore at the Thakurova Park in Prague. More from our special correspondent.
The visit of President Ramnath Kovind to the Czech Republic was remarkable for the range of subjects it covered and the bonds of friendship it nurtured into new areas. While the President recalled the great connection of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore and the long history of Indology at the Charles University, he also brought India and the Czech Republic closer in cooperating in the fields of technology, environment, defense, and easier mobility of professionals between the two countries. Truly, the visit has been comprehensive in scope and long-lasting in its impact. Rajesh Jha, AIR News, Prague.
Human Resource Development Minister Prakash Javadekar has said that children can play a key role in eradicating illiteracy from the country. He urged all students to come forward and teach their illiterate family members so that they can also read and write. The minister said this at a function organized in New Delhi to celebrate 52nd International Literacy Day. Mr. Javadekar said there is a need to work together to achieve the target of complete literacy in coming years. He said literacy mission must be a social movement across the country to eradicate illiteracy. Unidentified gunmen killed an Islamic State in Jammu and Kashmir IS-JK terrorist in Hazrat Bal area of Srinagar district yesterday. Police said the slain terrorist has been identified as Asif Nazir Dal, a resident of Pansgam area of Avantipora in Pulwama district. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj will embark on a two-day visit to Moscow on Thursday to attend a meeting of the 23rd India-Russia Intergovernmental Commission on Technical and Economic Cooperation. It will be co-chaired by Mrs. Swaraj and Mr. Yuri Borisov, Deputy Prime Minister of the Russian Federation. Arif Alvi will take oath as the 13th President of Pakistan today. Alvi, a close ally of Prime Minister Imran Khan and one of the founding members of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Party, was elected as the President on the 4th of this month. His predecessor, President Mamnoon Hussain, on Saturday left the President House at the completion of his 5-year term. Alvi had defeated Pakistan People's Party candidate Etzaz Ehsan and the Pakistan Muslim League N nominee Maulana Fazlur Rahman. In tennis, Naomi Osaka of Japan has lifted the women's singles title of US Open 2018. She won the Grand Slam, defeating Serena Williams of US in straight sets 6-2, 6-4. The match saw some dramatic scenes at the Grand Slam final after an angry Serena Williams accused the umpire of being a thief. Williams was given a game penalty for her outburst, which also followed racket smashing and another code violation, as Osaka kept her focus to become the first Japanese to win a Grand Slam. In mixed doubles, the British and American pair of Jamie Murray and Bethany Mattek-Sands lifted the title, defeating pair of Croatia and Poland, Nikola Mektic and Alicia Rysolska 2-6, 6-3, 11-9. In the men's singles final, Serbia's Novak Djokovic will clash with third-seeded Juan Martín del Potro of Argentina today. Defending champions India lock horns with tricky Maldives at South Asian Football Federation Cup in Dhaka today. In the past, India have got the better of Maldives 13 times out of 18, while Maldives have won twice. Maldives played out a goalless draw against Sri Lanka in the tournament opener and will be desperate to earn points, which will lift them into the semi-finals. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Anuja. Mail today in its top headline, Trump wants to stop aid to India and China, talks about US President Donald Trump wanting to end the subsidies that growing economies like India and China have been receiving, as he wants the US to grow faster than anybody. China assured Islamabad that it was Beijing's iron brother and that Pakistan would always remain a priority for Beijing, reports the Asian Age. Another headline in the Asian Age says, IIT, IIM, to help speed up accreditation of higher educational institutes, along with official agencies such as National Board of Accreditation and National Assessment and Accreditation Council. Flood-prone area up by 25% in 33 years. A headline in Pioneer tracks the story of a whopping 10 million additional hectares of land becoming flood-prone area in India. Ending the speculation around the appointment of its next head, once Shikha Sharma demits office, Axis Bank appoints Amitabh Chaudhary of HDFC Life as its next CEO, have been covered by almost all the newspapers. The Hindu on its front page headline, BPO scam, 7 Indians charged in US, reports about as many as 15 people, including 7 Indians and 5 India-based call centers, being indicted in a multi-million scam that defrauded over 2,000 US citizens, resulting in over $5.5 million losses. And finally, the National Capital set a record of sorts when government agencies planted 5 lakh saplings in a single day across 643 locations in the city to fight pollution, is a story in DNA. And with that, it's back to you, Anuja.
Thank you, Subhadra. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address valedictory session of BJP National Executive Meeting in New Delhi today. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu calls upon Indian diaspora in US not to forget their roots and contribute towards building a new and resurgent India. President Ram Nath Kovind's visit strengthens India's ties with Cyprus, Bulgaria and the Czech Republic, says External Affairs Ministry. Arif Alvi to take oath as 13th President of Pakistan today. In tennis, Naomi Osaka of Japan beat Serena Williams to lift women's singles title of US Open. Novak Djokovic to clash with Juan Martín del Potro in men's singles final. And in football, defending champions India take on Maldives in SAF Cup at Dhaka today. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.